Darnell Washington is an absolute beast, and last year for Georgia showed some flashes of why he could be an absolutely dominant player. But he also showed some flashes of why there could be a huge development arc with him. Could he be a good pick for us? Let's talk about it today on the One Carolina Show. Darnell Washington is an interesting prospect. 6'7", absolute beast, forced to be reckoned with. But he does have some things that you look at and are a little bit concerned about. But what could we use him for in Carolina? That's the main thing that I want to look at here. When you bring in a guy like a Bryce Young or a CJ Stroud, you want to try and protect your rookie asset at all costs. And so when you bring in a guy like Darnell Washington, he has thrived in both the run and pass blocking game. Now, obviously, there's some developmental techniques that he needs to work on, as you know, you can see in videos and in different clips that you watch of him when you're scouting his tape and see that he relies on a lot of his strengths sometimes and not so much his technique. But he's one of those like rare athletic talent guys that if he figures out the technique, could be an absolute beast at the next level, at the NFL level. The only thing I would say as far as his tight end is being a whole, tight end is his catching ability. Is that something that can develop over time? I think so, because we saw flashes of it this year. Now, they had a rock star tight end in Brock Bowers, who's probably going to be one of the highest tight ends picked in next year's draft, should he come out. But I think Darnell could have a good place here. His skill set would allow him to be essentially another lineman in certain sets on the field. Plus, downfield, he's a great downfield blocker. He's got a lot of vision and instinct. And more importantly, he's just one of those guys that's really hard to tackle. There's a lot to be desired with this guy. And I'm just wondering, maybe Carolina takes a chance on him in the second round at pick 39. Now, I realize that we went out and signed Hayden Hurst. We've got Tommy Tremble. We've got Ian Thomas on the roster. But when I look at a guy and what he could do for a team like this, he could be an absolute difference maker for us moving forward. And if he develops, you're looking at a Gronk-like player here if he can develop to a more pass-catching tight end at the next level, because the fundamentals of what he can do from a pass and run blocking perspective is already excellent. But I don't know. Tell me what you guys think below. Do you think we should take a flyer on Darnell Washington? I know I've done quite a few mock drafts, and he's been somebody's name that has come up quite frequently. But make sure to comment below, hit the like button, subscribe button, and bell notification so you don't miss a video. I'm John from the One Carolina Show. Counting down to this draft, baby. Keep pounding.